This is what Wuhan looks like 12 months after the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. No lockdown, little social distancing, and, more importantly, no infections in several months. Even as COVID-19 continues to ravage other parts of the world, life here has largely returned to normal, though local residents remain guarded.
The whole world is a village. When the virus breaks out, I think we need to control both ourselves and the virus. We need to put self-protection as priority.
After the virus was initially discovered in a wet market here last December, the city was completely locked down. Across the country, international travel was banned and mass testing made mandatory for millions. To some, China's strict measures seemed severe, but medical experts have since said being able to take such steps saved lives. One of them is Professor Gabriel Lung, a key scientist at the forefront of the fight against COVID-19's predecessor, SARS.
Provision of supplies and making sure that you care for and protect the people while you ask for these very draconian adherence to these measures. Now, I don't think that it can be replicated or copied and pasted in any other context.
Domestically, the restrictions worked, although clusters have since broken out in places like Hong Kong, where authorities are currently fighting a fourth wave of infections. But as the virus spread around the world, so too did criticism of how China initially handled it. Calls for an investigation into the origins of COVID-19 led to tensions in some of Beijing's relationships, most notably with the West.
What China opposes is, since you just mentioned oppose, is the US and other countries trying to politicize the origin of the coronavirus and trying to hastily conduct an international inquiry under the presumption of guilt.
Those tensions led to more tariffs and import bans, adding to the already huge toll the coronavirus was taking on China's economy. But effective policy responses helped the country bounce back quickly. That economic strength is now providing a platform for what's been dubbed vaccine diplomacy. Vaccines from the likes of Sinovac, CanSino and Sinopharm have been sold to major trading partners like Turkey, Indonesia and Brazil, as well as other poorer nations. After the initial criticism, some analysts reckon Beijing is using the drugs to rehabilitate its international image and achieve broader foreign policy goals.
COVID-19 vaccine development and deployment in China, when available, will be made a global public good. This will be China's contribution to ensuring the vaccine's accessibility and affordability in developing countries.
There are still some doubts about whether China has disclosed the full extent of the outbreak. CNN reported leaked documents show numbers of infections in Hubei had been manipulated. But as attention turns to the next stage in the global fight against COVID-19, China appears to be in a stronger position than any other country in the world. Joel Flynn, TRT World, Hong Kong.